Anyways, what were you gonna ask about Sports Train?
I was gonna say, just it's crazy how you have it at McDonald's, how you have like strawberry bubbly instead of a Coke. You know, it's just crazy to me.
Listen,
You drink Coke or not?
He said his
Hell
body's
no.
a temple, baby.
You don't drink
Listen.
Coke?
listen to
He
me.
probably hasn't
Someone-
drank soda in years.
Somebody told me this once. They said, "Think of Coke as cancer in a can," and I never fucking had one again.
Damn.
So,
How long has it been since you drank soda?
oh god, I suppose maybe I had like I drink like beer, wine, tequila, but it's always like straight on the rocks, you know, with like a splash of water. So, shit, it's been a while.
Either.
Yeah, it's
Drink
terrible.
soda.
I mean, I'll be honest with you.
Yeah.
So back when I was doing like my sports stuff, so there was like a time I like back when I was like younger and I was like emo and shit, I would smoke, right? Like it wasn't good, right? But anyways, so I'm telling you that so I can make this point here.
Got it.
So it's actually the craziest thing, and people won't believe me. They'll probably think this is some crazy shit, but this is actually an experience I had. So when I smoked and I played soccer and I would run, obviously
Cigarettes or weed?
cigarettes. So I would get, I would sort of like, I get like, it'd be hard to breathe. I'd be like, hyperventilating, wheezing, right? It'd be shit, right? So I obviously, after I moved on past that phase of the emo phase, right? Like I quit cigarettes, blah, blah, blah. And I got like really into fitness and really into my soccer play and blah, blah, blah. And then I started drinking soda. And check this out. I actually had the exact similar effect as far as my conditioning went, drinking soda than smoking cigarettes. I had the same effect. Like I couldn't go as long. I was having trouble breathing when I was running at long periods of time. It's crazy. You would never expect soda. Well, how the fuck would a liquid do that?
I can explain, but it would take a while.
It's fucked. It's really fucked up. Yeah. It's
We
actually fucked.
all have different metabolic types. There's 3 different ones. Everybody burns fuel differently. Those type of processed sugars go to your liver. If you don't burn them off, which most people don't, they turn to triglycerides, which is the hardest fats to burn, and people wonder why they can't lose weight, and they blah 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 blah.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot.
That's
It's
crazy.
science, you know.
Meso, ecto, and endo.
Well, meso, ecto, and endo is the body types, right?
E.
I'm definitely meso, right? Meso's the big boy shit, right?
No, endo is, but I think you're a mesomorph.
Nah, then I'm endo, bro. What the fuck do you mean meso, bro? Have you seen my fucking size?
How much do you weigh?
Yeah, how much do I weigh? Have you seen my size when I work out?
And what's your body fat percentage? You can be jacked as a
Only the
mesomorph.
top half. Not so much the bottom.
Yeah,
Nah, you bug.
Wait, Dev, what am I?
I don't know. I would
how do you
assume
know what you
mesomorph,
are?
right? I to be honest, like I never did PT. I used to do PT. I never did PT for like really tall people. I don't know like what you're. It would seem to me that you'd be mesomorph. Like, do you put on weight and lose weight really easily?
Not anymore, but I
you're
did it
right.
last year.
Nah, you're right, Devin. I'm not
Yeah.
endomorph. You're right. I'm mesomorph. You're right. You're actually right. I am endomorph. Mesomorph.
Mesomorph. Yeah.
You're right. You're actually right. Endomorph's like
Yeah.
fat. Yeah. Endomorph. Yeah, low key, I think endomorph is like. Fuck. Who would be endomorph on the platform? Like before.
S-Fan.
No, S
Like
fans.
S-Fan's a dude that could get like absolutely fucking ripped. But he can put on weight really easily if he's not working out. It's like that kind of body type.
Oh, I don't have that.
And ecto would be someone like you know those people immediately, like anyone that's like super skinny fat and like is really you just like literally have to like pack them full of food.
XQC.
Yeah, exactly. Like you'd have to get him to eat like fucking cups of walnuts to like gain any kind of weight or anything like that, like a huge caloric load.
I mean, based on this, like, yeah, I think like naturally speaking, right? Not working out. Naturally speaking, yeah, I would say XQC is like ecto. I'm meso. And then that old picture before like Hassan started working out, I would say Hassan's endo. Have you seen the old picture like before he like starts working out? Like it looks identical to this endomorph picture, like the default. It's like the same like chubbiness, right? Like, and naturally speaking, right? But when you work out, obviously you can get cut and bigger. So I think that's a comparison. I think S-Fan and people like that in Greek there has to be something other than endo, right? Because like those guys are a little bigger, right? Like I'm not saying they're fatter, but like they're bigger, they're more round.
This is like a really subjective type of thing. Like it's like an easy way to categorize people, but it isn't like a very exact science.
Here,
like,
I'll show stream real quick. So
what I would be.
So this is what it is, chat. For those of you wondering, shit, what the fuck? It's this thing right here, right? This is what I'm looking at, right?
Yeah.
So this is XQC, right? This is obviously me, my man. Perfect.
Oh, I'm
number.
Mez at 100%.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say you're a mesomorph.
Yeah.
But you'd have a PT that would like you've got better access. I was like a fucking PT for a few years doing clients, and I was like had an ACE certification. Like you've probably got people in the NBA that know way fucking more than I do. Like
There's
Oh
definitely some
shit!
smart
Wait,
folks
what is
around.
this? Is this females? We have ectomorph for a female. We have endomorph for a female, and mesomorph. Nah, bro. What do you? Nah, bro. Nah, bro. Nah. Endomorph. Nah, bro. There's gotta be another category. There's no way this is the only category, bro. Nah.
Yeah, I don't know which I would be, to be honest. I have no idea.
Well, I'll tell you right now, I ain't telling any girl what they are.
Okay.
Sheesh. I ain't telling any woman what they are. Okay, that's not out of my ballpark. That's gonna take it away. You tell what she is.
Oh, Fandy?
No, I gain, it runs in my family. We all gain weight really easily. So I have to be like super, super careful about like.
So then
what
you're
I
probably
eat,
endo.
so.
Oh, you probably endomorph.
You build
Yeah.
muscle very
Yeah,
easily
endomorph.
too, though.
Yeah, I do build muscle really easy though. So I don't know. It's
Yeah,
like,
so I think
So
you
this is
endo.
like, this is a really, really, really weird, like subjective thing, but like it's just a general way to describe like dynamic metabolism. If you like put on weight very easily and it feels like you can't like keep it off, that's typically like endomorph type thing. If you put on weight and lose weight really like both really fast, that's meso, and if you can't seem to gain weight, that's ecto. But really subjective
okay, I'm sorry,
categories.
hold on. But at the risk of making this a huge fucking shit show episode, none of this shit is real, right? Like the Samoan stuff is not. Nobody uses this in fitness, like, or like anything having to do with like physical therapy or anything. Like this is not a thing, right?
So
This is
physical
like
therapy
this is
and
like a
physical
thing in, like,
training
the-
are two really separate things. I'm not a physical therapist, but I was a physical trainer.
Yeah, no, but I mean, like the idea
Yeah.
of like these body types. This was like shit that people came up with in like the 40s and 50s. But like nobody actually uses this. Like you're never gonna go to like, or I would be shocked. maybe
people
Myers,
use
like,
it
you
as
never
a-
go to like a fitness guy and he's like, oh, like I'm gonna give you like a workout program that's perfect for like mesomorphs or anamorphs or some shit. Like nobody like looks at bodies.
Wait, animorphs? What do you mean animorphs?
People use it as a subjective classification to put you in a category, generally speaking, on what
Animorphs.
your metabolism might represent.
Right.
Yeah,
Kind
I
of
mean-
like what your goals are, what you'll have
I'm
to
pretty
do.
sure even for like metabolism, like 99% of people's metabolism falls within like a 300 calorie per day like thing. Like the idea that there are a lot of people with high metabolism and a lot of people with low metabolism is just not true. I don't think that's been like debunked like time and time again.
I am not like an expert on this kind of science. I can tell you that I can tell you that based on people that I've trained and seen, there definitely is a very huge difference between some people that just cannot seem to gain weight, and you
Yeah,
have
the
to like
difference is
literally load them up with noodles and fucking calories and shit like that, and
Uh-uh.
other people that just put it on fucking instantaneously. Like,
So-
It's
Just
body
by
type, but it's
stressing
also
out.
it's also the food that you're putting in your body.
yeah, that's right.
Like for me, I cannot have processed sugars, dairy, or gluten. It just I turn
Yeah.
into a big ass ball of inflammation.
Yeah,
But if I'm eating like healthy fats, a lot of protein, like I eat 2 pounds of protein every day. It's crazy.
that's a lot.
I
Holy
actually,
shit.
Myers. I actually watched
shit.
Zac Efron actually told me. Okay, Zac Efron told me that the typical American idea that high protein, low carb is good is actually the reverse. It's actually high carb, low protein that's the better for you. What do you have to say to Zac
Not
Efron?
for me, not for me
But it depends
personally,
what
but
you
for
wanna
me,
do.
for him, it might be. It is goal related, but where people get it fucked up is number one, you have to pay good money to get high level shit.
Yeah.
So I've been blessed to be put in front of certain people, and I went from let's see, I was like this was after a month off in France with my wife. Weird flex, but anyways, I was 270 and like 8.2% body fat, which is like the highest I've ever been. And by the end of the summer, I was 46 and a half and like 4.6% body fat. But that's because I knew exactly what I needed to eat, and I have ridiculous amount of discipline compared to most people. So, but
How many calories do you burn though on like in like your workout days? Probably a shit ton.
yeah. That's the thing. And I'm
So you
burning
need to
like my
eat.
body wants more. Yeah, I eat 5,000 a day. I eat
And probably multiple meals, right?
7 total.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's insane.
Yeah. So you're like waking up at
Yeah.
night sometimes to eat.
Common misconception also, people think, oh, drink protein or eat fat before bed. No, simple
Yeah.
sugar. It keeps your brain up at night and you can't go into deep REM sleep, which then you can't recover, and then you can't train as hard, and then you go through this vicious cycle, and then you go through a whole week of shitty training, and then you wonder why. It's because everything is complex and everything matters.
So you're saying that like glucose keeps your brain active and makes you and like you can't sleep as well?
When your body is trying to break down proteins and fats,
Simple sugars?
no, you want simple sugars. So like
Really?
a piece of fruit before bed or a scoop of organic jam. Well, actually, and I also eat 8 ounces of lean steak and 8 ounces of salmon because the fats in salmon from the ocean put you in a deeper REM sleep. Also, it's a whole bunch of science bullshit that I don't.
Holy shit, that's so
I only
cool.
know because I've garnered the knowledge. It's
Mhm.
I just hire somebody who can tell me exactly what the fuck I need to do to look good and perform good. Be honest with you.
That's fucking. I didn't know any of that shit. Nutrition's fucking crazy, dude. It's like a really
insane,
deep. Yeah, it's so
insane.
nuts.
So nuts.
Jesus.
But my cheat meal, whew, wow. Now that's next level.
Bear claws, pizza.
3 cronuts, which are 1,000 calories a piece, and a pint of ice cream for another 1,000. Amazing.
Is that once a week?
I do it once every about 10 days because my brain just can't handle it anymore. And I tell people this all the time who ask me for advice. I'm like, look, you can be as disciplined as you want. Your brain's going to fucking break at some point. So just do it and then work out hard as hell the next morning, drink a shitload of water, and burn it all out of your system.
Damn.
Anyways, hey, Train.
Sorry, dude. I had this crazy dream last night where I was. Never mind.
Oh, God.
Oh no.
No, I was actually eating. Never mind. Whatever. Anyway, so dude, yeah. I don't know what happened last night, bro. I had a weird. It was crazy, bro. It was crazy, bro. It was nuts. But anyways, well, not nuts. Nuts isn't the right word because in this situation it was not nuts. But anyways, realistically speaking,
What happened, bro?
Nah.
No.
What happened, bro?
I was eating some pussy in my dream. But anyways,
Yeah. I mean, no,
no, I was eating some pussy. But anyways, just hear me out here. Anyways, dude, that's crazy. I actually believe that kind of shit. I think this ecto-endo mesomorph shit is actually real. I think high metabolism, low metabolism is real 100% because I saw people, you know, it goes into the thing where there's some people can eat one meal and, you know,
This is a tale as old as time. Everybody
Really?
that says this, yeah, like if you ever go like through like bodybuilding forums or anywhere, like everybody that said this, what happens is somebody says, I can eat anything. I've got a huge metabolism. I can't gain weight. Then what happens is somebody says, yo, dude, you should try counting your calories and see what happens. And then every single type of these people go like, oh, dude, like sometimes I eat a whole pizza, but then I don't eat a meal for like 40 hours. And it's always the case that what actually is happening is they actually don't eat anywhere near as much as think. I used to think this. I weighed 105 pounds in high school. And I used to like think that like, oh yeah, I just have a really fast metabolism. Like I can eat anything. But when I actually started counting calories, like, holy shit, I eat like 1,500 calories a day. And I just don't realize because I'll eat like 7 cookies and then like 5 slices of pizza and think like, oh dude, like I ate so much, but not really. I'm just not eating at all. And this is like every single person that counts their calories like ends up in the same area. It's not like some people like that's a fantasy. Some people like, oh dude, like I only eat 1,500 calories a day, but I'm still gaining weight. Bullshit. You're sneaking cookies. You're eating like random shit. You're overeating at meals. Like nobody eats 1,500 calories a day and weighs like fucking, 400 pounds. It doesn't happen.
Right.
Fair assessment. Also, you have to train your body to burn the correct fuel and eat consistently throughout the day so your body's constantly burning rather than storing fat, which again is hard to burn off. But anyways, that's for another time.
So wait, so then if that's the case, then this whole wait, hold on. This is like
2 to 3 hours.
This is a huge like what you're saying, Destiny isn't a simple thing. Like it's actually it goes be a lot of people use the genetic excuse to justify
if you
their.
want to ever have your squad W moments or whatever, you can literally watch. There's an episode of a woman that does this where she's like, oh, I've got a fast metabolism. Every time they stick one of these people's in a machine. So like you can actually measure all the energy burn of your body by measuring the exhalation of carbon dioxide from your nose, right? You can measure the total energy expenditure every day of a person by measuring like the gases they expend out of their nose, right? And anytime they do these things where they measure the metabolism of a person every day, it always falls within the norms. Like they never get a person that comes in and it's like, oh my God, somehow you only burn 600 calories here. That's amazing. Like it's all physics. Like you have to burn a minimum number of calories to survive. Like that, like this is the equivalent of somebody saying like, oh my God, like I drove like 4,000 miles on 1 tank of gas. Like it's not possible. You need to like expend a certain amount of chemical energy to propel your vehicle through space. Your body's the exact same way. You have to burn a minimum number of calories in order to survive.
I have to be honest, Destiny. I have not felt what I felt right now for you in so long, but that was really fucking arousing.
Well, okay, never mind.
No, that was actually like usually I'm like sitting here shaking my head like, nah, you bugging, but that was actually very well said, and I like that a lot.
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah.
Wow. I've just been in shape since the military, so.
All right, so
I don't know anything
let me
about
put this Train. We got to move on, but I want to tell you one last thing. Ready?
Yeah.
All right, so everybody talks about a 2,000 calorie diet per day, right?
Yeah.
Based upon what he was just talking about, my nutritionist and I broke this down.
Okay.
I burned roughly 2,000 calories just being me every day because of like my mass and shit, like walking around, doing whatever. I just fucking burn 2,000 calories just because. It's fucking
Depending
wild.
on your height and muscle, yeah, you're a fucking tall ass dude. Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
2,000 calories.
It's wild.
Just
much-
being you? God.
Yeah, literally just walking around.
Shit, that
Yeah,
that finger alone burning shit. You know what I'm saying?
Would you-
So there's a thing called resting metabolic rate. So like
Yeah,
what
I've got
Destiny
one
is
of
saying,
those.
what Destiny is saying is right? Like basically it's just a physics problem in the end, but everybody's relative calorie burn is relative to them and a lot of factors, everything from the types of foods they're eating, the type of physical activity they have, how tall they are, how big they are, everything like that. That is where these kind of like relative classifications of how fast people burn and doesn't comes from.
Yeah, so you have two things. You've got your BMR, which is your basal metabolic rate. This is like how many calories your body has to burn to maintain homeostasis, to keep everything running and to keep your body temperature up and your organs functioning, right? And then above that, you have some extra. And then that number is accounted for as something called your TDEE, your total daily estimated expenditure. This is how many calories you burn a day when you account for your like basal metabolic rate and then all the activity that you do throughout a day. And since some people do more activity than other people, you're going to have like a higher total expenditure. And then since some people have larger bodies or more muscle or whatever, they're going to have like a higher resting metabolic rate as well, right? So if you're like if you're a shredded fucking dude, like I'm sure all of you guys in the NBA are fucking like super muscular. You see your body fat was like fucking 4.7%. That's to maintain that is fucking insane. Like people that describe maintaining body fats below 6%, like that, like even just your mind, that's like a really, really hard thing to do. Like you have insane discipline to do that. Yeah, for sure. Like this isn't like, that's not like a dietary dedication. That's like a lifestyle dedication to maintain shit like that. Because when you drop below like 6% body fat, like it fucks with your hormones and shit too. Like it'd be really taxing on your mind. But yeah, but I mean, everybody's metabolic rates change based on how they eat and then like their weight and their size. But somebody that's like really big, has a lot of muscle, like just by existing, they're gonna burn like 2,500 calories a day or some shit if they're like super muscular. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
He just broke down the facts. Basically, Destiny telling us that one day he gonna come out here and rip this fuck on y'all motherfuckers. You heard? So one of these days,
absolutely fucking not. I got all the information and none of the discipline, so I just sit at home and play fucking League of Legends.
Oh man, I feel like it's League of Legends. The day you stop playing LoL, watch you gonna come out here like, hey, what's up?
Oh, I meant to say I got a resting metabolic test done when I went to a nutritionist, and it was like, I don't know, it was like 600 a day or something, I think, just existing. So it's like way different from him. Like at 2,000.
that sounds average, right? So
Wait, 600 just to relax?
The average BMR for an American woman is around like 1,400 calories. If yours is 600 calories, that sounds extremely impossible. But maybe
mine was 1,162. Just to relax.
Was it?
Yeah,
Fuck,
and I'm what 105.
Well, I'm like 170, so I don't know.
Wait, you're 170? I would have never guessed that.
Yeah,
I would have guessed 135 max.
No, I'm 170.
135 max. That's
my girl Fandy is thick. You better stop playing.
You give a new
definition, baby.
Yo, low key, you give a new definition to me of 170. I'm gonna be honest with you. Like first of all, you're brave as fuck for admitting that way live, especially in a time like this. I know, no, low key. Usually, I ain't saying this kind of shit. Everyone, even Destiny knows. Destiny might be smirking on this, but I don't say this kind of shit usually. But you're brave as fuck for saying that. And second, you give me a whole new definition of 170. Like I was in a place where I thought even 130, 135 was overweight, right? For a woman.
What?
Yes, for me, right? But if you're 170, like not admitting.
Hold on. What?
Nah, Fandy said, hey. Fandy.
Yo, Meyers, you're 7 foot tall, bro. I get it. You need a fucking draft for a mate. I get it. Okay, I'm 6 foot. I'm down here. Okay.
Fuck you, buddy.
That's what I'm saying. So 135. Like, God, damn. I'm 6'2". Yo, Trey, we the same height. I'm 6'2". Oh no, 170 ain't. You know, that's not.
Bro, if you're 170, I was so fucking ignorant of weights and so shallow. Like,
really?
Yeah, I admit my shallowness. Like if it was any other girl here, like maybe I wouldn't. But I've known Fandy for like years. Like she doesn't look 170 at all. So if she's popping 170, looking like she does. Not saying she looks. This is awkward. Let's move on. Anyways, this guy.
He's saying, cool. You heard?
You look great.
Yo, good. Yeah, you look good, Fandy. You look really good. That's like That's wow. You've opened my mind up to accepting. This is weird, babe. I love you and only you, babe.
The train's opening all types of things.
Kayla,
right
I
now.
love you and only you. I'm not saying anything like that. You know, I'm just letting you know.
He's opening his mind. He's opening his pants. I mean, everything is ready for you, Fandy, right now.
It was fucking hot.